Hey guys, I'm back for more of my Ocarina of Time walkthrough here. So, in the last part, we got this piece of sheer awesomeness right here, the Goron sword. And now I am rejoining you right outside Zora's domain. Now, I just have the incentive to try this. Of course, it doesn't work. You will need the boomerang as a kid or some other item that we'll be getting later in the game. And anyway, the actual reason I'm rejoining you outside Zora's domain is because I made the stupidest move ever in the last episode. Basically, I gave the prescription to King Zora and got the frog, and I had to be racing down here. Turns out I was forgetting something major. Now, we can't enter the water temple without this thing, so it's quite stupid of me to forget it. You get it by just going up here and talking to King Zora without handing him the prescription, just talking to him normally after you unfreeze him. So yeah, it's pretty stupid that I forgot this. So let's just get it now. I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. Well, Link doesn't look too nervous, he just looks quite apathetic, really. So he will give us this, which is the Zora tunic, which will allow us to breathe underwater forever, which is very, very nice. So the location of the water temple is in Lake Hylia, which is why the Serenade of Water will take us right to Lake Hylia. Forget if I already mentioned it was in Lake Hylia or not, but yeah, this is where it is. So you're just gonna want to warp there. And the iron boots and Zora tunic are required to get in here. And I believe there's a Skulltula on top of this tree, except I don't think we can get it yet. No, we can't. So, you'll see that, there's still some water here, although most of it is drained. So you're gonna want to equip your iron boots, well, your Zora tunic as well, and your iron boots. You can sink down here, and you can kind of like walk underwater. So you're going to want to hookshot this, and it comes out, allowing this to open and granting us access to the water temple, which a lot of Zelda fans wish that they didn't grant you access to the water temple, so you didn't have to come into this forsaken place. Now, ironically, with all of the hate I've been giving this dungeon so far, before we even began, yeah, it might sound stupid, but I actually like this place a lot. As stupid as that sounds. So, you got 3 layers here right off the bat, with the door in each direction, except for the way you came in. And for some reason to the north of here, I don't know if I can turn the camera around there, or camera in the game, but there's no path for some reason in the middle north layer. So, there's technically 10 ways you could possibly go. And, the first place you're going to want to go is not over there, but rather over here where these torches are. Just keep following here. And you will see Princess Ruto again. Oh, yay, she was already a pain for us, so, well, she might still be a pain. But, whatever. And Link's facial expressions are awesome, but not anywhere near as awesome as his screams. Nothing beats Link's screams, honestly. No screams I've ever heard in a video game have ever beaten Link's. And so what's Ruto talking about? I haven't been bothering to care, or take notice, even. Probably talking about Zora's domain and the Zoras and all that stuff. Only destroy the evil monster in the temple. Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me quick. Ironically, you don't see Princess Ruto again for this whole dungeon, despite her having said, follow me. So, you just basically gotta follow her up there, but as I just mentioned like literally 2 seconds ago, she doesn't appear in this dungeon at all, ever again, after that. I actually quite like the color of the Zora tunic. You can see there's a place where you can bomb over there, but we're not going to want to go there quite yet. So now you're up here, and you're just going to want to go in this room, or, well, you don't need to, but there you got these things. You can failing here. And I'm still failing. Slash them once, they turn into that. Slash them again, they're dead. Very weak enemies. Majority of the enemies in this dungeon are actually very weak, despite this dungeon being... I'm not gonna say it's a pain, because I already mentioned that I actually like this dungeon. But most people say it's a pain. So this is the dungeon map, obviously. And you can have an idea of why a lot of people hate this dungeon, just by looking at the map. That's the map of there, and there, and there, and the basement. So yes, it's a very complicated dungeon with all these multiple layers and all these ways to go, but yeah, honestly, I don't find it as bad as everyone says. So basically, play Zelda's Lullaby here as I just played, because basically in this game, whenever you see a Triforce, you're gonna want to play Zelda's Lullaby. It's pretty much always the thing you have to do, and I didn't mean to do that. So you're gonna want to shoot an arrow through this torch to light these torches here. I guess they could be a little challenging to figure out, but really not too bad. When you see two torches, you have arrows, and you'd have to clearly shoot something through it, but yeah, whatever. It didn't exactly turn out how I had hoped. So basically slash these things once they open their mouth. With the Goron sword, it's a little irritating because they keep blocking it, and they keep beating me up here. This is getting pretty bad, actually. There we go, that worked. This gets us, I believe, a key. The keys in this dungeon are another prime reason why a lot of people hate this dungeon, because there's so many keys, and I thought you did something if you shot that with your hook shot. I guess that's just in the Master Quest. But yeah, there's so many keys in this dungeon, it's just gonna be getting to be a pain after we've been looking for keys for such a long time. Just get arrows here, not too helpful, because I already have, like, full arrows. Or probably 38 or whatever it was. So we're gonna want to keep coming over here, and this is where you're gonna want to go now that we have the key, but I just feel like going over here. I think once you get over here there's a place you can bomb. Yes, there is. And this isn't required, as far as I know. It just gets you like a Skulltula or something, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So blow that up. And yes, even with the water level lowered as low as it can possibly go, there's still some water down here. You gotta wonder where the rest of the water in this dungeon that isn't in here goes once you drain. Well, not really drain this dungeon, but once you basically, well, kind of drain it, or whatever. I wasn't exactly going anywhere smart with that. But yeah, just keep floating up here, and you can, as I just demonstrated, you can use your hookshot in the water, but for some reason you can't use any of your other items in the water. Can't use your bow, can't use your sword. Unlike in Twilight Princess when you actually could use your sword in the water, that was pretty awesome actually. And water bombs in Twilight Princess. But no water bombs in this game. If I can hookshot over here before that guy hits me. Right. These Textites are just annoying. And the Goron sword's range can hit that. Actually, I think any sword's range might be able to hit that. If a normal slash wouldn't work, then a spin attack certainly would. And I just love this position, especially with the Goron sword. I mentioned with the Fire Temple, I love the actual position, but the Goron sword makes it even awesomer. So, yeah, you got the Skulltula, as you just saw. And keep putting the iron boots back on. Yeah, that's another reason a lot of people complain about this dungeon, is because they say it's annoying to have to constantly bring up the menu and switch between the iron and regular boots. And this is another reason for me to say I don't think it's as bad as everybody else thinks it is. And I just realized something. Ironically, in my Twilight Princess walkthrough, it was part 26, or 25, when I started the Lakebed Temple, which is quite obviously Twilight Princess Water Dungeon. And now it's part 26 of this, I'm starting the water temple. Kind of an interesting coincidence. Something's telling me I'm being very stupid just exploring this area. Or actually, no, I don't think I am. At least this place. Or, no, I was being stupid. I thought I kind of knew that that was there, but I wasn't absolutely sure. Yeah, I don't have the full layout of this dungeon memorized, but I have quite a bit of it memorized, which is quite helpful. Let's see, can you do anything with this? Well, you can push it, that's quite kind of helpful. Is this gonna get us anywhere? Indeed it is. This should be quite helpful. I'm assuming there's another key down here. Which this could actually probably be where we're required to go to get another key right now. Just keep floating up here again. And unfortunately Link can't just like start swimming up, he has to like manually float up. So yeah, slash that, and it makes these water things come up, or this water thing, rather. And I thought I was gonna fall off there for a second. And for some reason, in another part of Zelda logic, you can walk on that water there. Iron boots again. And let's see, where you're gonna want to go is not there. Rather here, then put them on. So yeah, actually I know I said I don't really, I don't hate the iron boot thing, but admittedly it's not really pleasant to have to keep switching. But at least that's way better in the 3DS version. Actually, I believe one of the first things they announced about the 3DS version was that they had improved the water temple by kind of like showing you patterns on the walls of where you can go to change the water level, and actually making the iron boots an equipable item, so you just need to press one button and you got them on, and press them again and take it off. Or press it again and take them off, or whatever it is. So you can kill these clam things with the hookshot a little easier than with the Goron sword. And I forgot to do something. You probably inevitably saw that there was a switch up here that kind of reacts to when the water level, or when the gate there shuts. So you're going to want to use that to get down here. I'll take the boots off again. So yeah, it does get a little repetitive. But as I've already said several times, not too bad, and I keep repeating what I've been saying again. I guess I just don't have too many individual things to say. Let's see, can I make it over here with the hookshot? Looks like I can. That's good. Iron boots again. And regular boots again. Yeah, my cousin has been working on Ocarina of Time. Well, actually, since she's been here, or the last time she was here, she was working on Ocarina of Time. She only got, like, I think she got into the Forest Temple, but she's having quite a hard time with the Forest Temple, so I think I've already said to her, if she's having such a hard time with the Forest Temple, she's just gonna love this dungeon. Same thing I've said to my friend. He's working on the Ocarina of Time 3DS, and yeah, he's also stuck in the Forest Temple, although he's a little farther than my cousin is. But at least she's gonna have a little bit of an easier time with it since he's on the 3DS version. And so yeah, now that we're just gonna quit talking about people I know that you guys don't really care about at all. So yeah, this is the second of the 3 places in the dungeon where you can change the water level. And yeah, that rises that up. And you might have seen this when I was going up, but... I wasn't really paying attention, or don't save unintentionally. But you can put your iron boots on here, and you might have seen, as I was about to say, that there's passage up here from where that block rose up. Another thing they changed about this dungeon in 3DS is that they actually kind of zoomed in on this hole because so many people were complaining that they couldn't never see it. Personally, I never found it too bad. You're just gonna want to hook shot the switch and brings these guys down. Now, honestly, I think I might have to end this video right about now. I think I try to make my videos shorter than 16 minutes. So, yeah, killing these guys isn't too special. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this video now. So I will see you guys in the next episode.